You ready? Because I'm recording now.
Yeah, I'm being ready.
I've been ready. Okay, we are streaming live and direct on the internet, on Twitch and YouTube. Welcome to Anything Goes with George and.
John, nothing. Yay.
Come on, you got to do your speech.
Ah, you can
Ah,
follow me on JDO FBA, YouTube, uh, Twitter, not Facebook anymore, but YouTube and Twitter. That's pretty much it. I think.
that's good to follow it up with, I think. So, let's talk about snow apocalypse that happened. What was that? Sunday?
Yay.
Sunday, Monday? What day
Yeah,
was
good
it?
old snow.
So how was it getting to work?
I didn't.
Oh, that's right. You didn't. Oh, the next day.
I caught off. The next day, I think it rained the next day. It wasn't that bad.
Well, what was the day I called you and it was like horrible?
That was like the first day. That's the day I think I caught off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the day I caught off. It was what was it, Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. And I
Uh,
was like, man, I ain't going nowhere. My car's stuck. I ain't going nowhere.
I don't blame you. I didn't have to go anywhere, fortunately, either. Except I did end up making one trip to Dollar General to get some stuff. I didn't really have to, but there
And
wasn't.
I went to work Sunday, and then it wasn't that bad, but we ended up closing early because it was we didn't get no customers, so we ended up closing like 8 instead of 10.
Uh, oh, you're talking about the lobster place.
Yeah, Real Lobster.
Yeah. Uh, I was thinking of the other place. Don't ask.
Monday was horrible, man. 422 was terrible.
And they had all day to do it. And they apparently, I mean, even my road, it was just like, I think they plowed but didn't treat it. And it's like they ran out of salt and they didn't even,
Yeah, yeah, that's what you was telling me.
yeah, I mean, it was like they didn't even bother or anything at all. But, and then even when I went, I think it was still Monday when, was it Monday? Was it, one thing that having a job helps is keeping you straight as to what flipping day of the week it is.
Yeah,
Since I'm not working right now, I know was it like a couple days ago we had the big snow, and then last night it rained. But I don't. I couldn't tell you that was Sunday. Was it
yeah.
or Saturday it snowed, and then Sunday?
Sunday, yeah. I don't know. I don't know which day is what did what on what day.
Well, at least you have a better idea than I did. Or Sunday and Monday. But anyway, we got what?
I think it rained. It rained Monday. I think when I was what's yeah. I think it was Monday after when I was at work. It rained.
Well, that could be true. I know it rained yesterday because it was amazing. It was like 50 degrees out there yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, it did rain and it cleared up most of the stuff. And then you wake up this morning and it's like, I'm back.
Yeah, yeah. Except big surprise, what's underneath all this snow that you're saying? It's a nice layer of ice.
Yeah, yeah. It was an accident on 422 down the street from Trumbull Hospital.
Were you there? What'd you see?
Uh, some car got like tore up on the side. Red car tore. No man, the passenger side, driver's side was totaled. It was done.
Uh, so what did it do? Hit another car or hit something
Yeah,
else?
it got hit from the side. Somebody hit it from the side. They both were sitting there, and the cops was there.
What was it? I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday, I think. I just ran over to grab something to eat and for lunch, and there was an accident right on where 422 and right at the intersection 422 and North Road, and it's like I looked at it. I looked at both vehicles. It looked like there was no damage, but what it was there's one patch of just ice in the road, and there's a guy stopped at the light, and the other car just kind of kissed it. And it was just, I mean, it didn't hit it hard, but it hit it, enough that
Oh, okay.
the cops are called.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do a video later on or tomorrow morning anyway.
You gonna do it with all the snow?
No,
You should. You should do a snow video.
I gotta do a video about the Netflix Death Note got renewed for a second part, a sequel.
What was it called? Death Note?
Yeah, Death Note on Netflix, the Netflix version, which is terrible, and they got renewed for a sequel, which was horrible. But now I'm gonna talk about that on my own video.
You're gonna talk about how horrible it is.
Oh yeah, and I don't understand why it's a sequel. But you'll see my thumbnail when I put it up.
Cool beans. I'll be looking for that tomorrow. But
Maybe tonight, depends how I'm feeling.
uh, I can tell you, it's. I did get. I mean, it does. You can't tell by looking. At the setup that I have is this place was all torn apart, and what happened is came downstairs, turned my computer on. This was yesterday, and it was not booting into Windows. So like, or at least I take yeah, it wasn't booting into Windows. It was just stuck in BIOS, and the BIOS there was AE, and I couldn't look it up because I didn't. Well, I could have. I could have looked up on what drives these, but I didn't think about that. So I reset it. Reset BIOS. Booted again.
Uh,
Still didn't work. Rebooted again.
and this is your main rig, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like the one that makes this wonderful show that we put on every Wednesday, except for last Wednesday because somebody had to go see a movie. But we're not going back there. Anyway, I so I ended up doing is I ended up taking the whole thing apart and uh, cleaned it all up, cleaned it all out, put it all back together. And of course, when you do that, you don't get everything back into the same ports that they were.
Yeah.
And so when I finally did, I took a couple more tries, but I did get it to boot. And when I got it to boot, none of the screens lit up.
Wow.
All the lights turned on to say that we're displaying something. There's 5 monitors I have in front of me. All
Yeah.
of them turned on to say I'm seeing a signal, but I'm displaying absolutely nothing. I'm like, okay, now what? So the way to get into recovery mode on Windows now, you remember safe mode.
Yeah. Good old safe mode. Yep.
All right. For safe mode, you have to tap like F7 or 8.8 during boot up. Well, you can't do that with 10. With 10, what you have to do is cause the computer to fail 2 times. And what it is you tempt it to boot. Once it starts loading Windows, you turn it off. And you have to do that twice. And then on the third time that you turn it back on, it will go into recovery.
Oh, okay.
Now, from recovery, you can. What I end up doing is reverted it back to the previous restore point,
Yeah.
and everything worked just fine. So I'm like, there had to have been an update. Well, there was 2 updates, but one of them just kind of effed the system. And of course, I got it working because we're we're broadcasting. We're simulcasting on the internets right now.
Yeah, good old updates.
Oh, but I was like, you know,
Gotta love them.
and unfortunately, this happened. I should say, I said yesterday. Well, this happened late last night. Unfortunately, it happened. I discovered it late last night. And not like 20 minutes ago or anything like that. Because if I had, we'd have been like very late, more late than what we are today and what we normally are.
Yeah.
But that was a big. And what people may or may not notice is we created last week. We started with the new anything goes background on that's behind us while we're streaming. And last week it said anything goes, but it didn't say with George and Jonathan. Did you notice?
No.
I did. I noticed it
No.
today. So I ended up I fixed that, so it looks nice now. But for our first article of the evening, first topic, the mother of all breaches exposes 773 million emails, 21 million passwords. Like, when are we as a nation going to get to the point where we say, there are just some things, and this is going to sound political, but you know what? There are just some things that are too important that government needs to be involved. If you cannot properly secure your systems so that this stuff doesn't happen, then shut down. What do you think about that?
Um, I don't know. I kind of agree and I kind of disagree.
Okay, go to in the way you agree.
Well, I agree because like yeah they should just shut down or whatever. Um, be prepared and everything else for it, and they need to protect their stuff, man. Like it should you should always protect it. Like you got car insurance, so your car's protected. Um, if you're smart, you have renter's insurance or some kind of insurance on your home or something. But for systems, a lot of people get careless and they really don't think that stuff can just put out there. Well, everyone's credit cards and everything they use to pay online or passwords they use for like Facebook, Snapchat, or whatever else you can use on a computer or anywhere. A lot of people don't think that stuff can just like go out there because they think it's nice and secured, but it happens, and there's nothing you can do about it once it happens.
Right, but there should be like a minimum amount that people need, especially like commercial places that deal with millions of people's emails and passwords and this stuff, that say if you don't have this type of encryption, 256 bits, hell, 128-bit encryption as, security isn't cracked. People don't seem to think, people think that the way hackers get your information is by interrupting the transmission as you're purchasing something. Well, no, that has never been broken. The way they do it is they break in to generally the other end, and they'll put something malicious on there so that you get rerouted to like their site, or they'll flat out just attack the source.
Yeah.
But it's like nobody's monitoring this stuff. I mean, how do you get away with 773 emails and 21 million passwords, and nobody noticed this while it was happening?
Nope. No, they always brushed on under the rug. Oh, it ain't nothing. Just brush it on the rug. It's all good. Everything's okay here.
Yeah, well,
Reset your passwords. Everything be alright.
yeah, you got to reset your flipping passwords every other time you access something to protect yourself.
Yeah, I had to reset my password. I think today or yesterday from Google. It said some suspicious activity, so I had to reset my password.
Well, with you, your activity is always suspicious.
Not really. Not all the time.
Uh, but that's
Get out,
who you yelling at?
cat.
What's Cat doing?
Jumping on the counter.
Uh,
There's pizza up there. Trying to
yeah.
get her something to eat.
And you know what? Like last night and then this afternoon, I had a hankering for ramen. So that's what I had.
Ramen.
Ramen. And
Not bad. That stuff is for you.
what isn't? What isn't bad for you?
Ramen.
But I don't know. Like last night and then today, I just had to have. I ate ramen last night. Then I had ramen again today.
Ugh.
Well, the only cool thing is like $3 you get like 24 packs of it. I
Well, it's so
usually
bad.
well, and I usually do two up at once. So
Two.
yeah,
You know, one pack is 2 servings, right?
I'm four people.
Yeah, sure you is.
I'm four people. There's four people that live inside this crazy brain of mine.
I hope not.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh man.
But onward and upward, we have an all electric Ford F 150 truck is happening.
F-150. I ain't. I could have swore they're supposed to stop making those.
This is as of the 17th. Ford announced that it is going to. If you want a Ford 150, it's going to be electric.
That's kind of. I don't know because Ford announced that they were done making F-150s. So
Well, they apparently changed their mind on it. Either that or I don't.
maybe they're done making the gas version of F-150. Maybe that's what they was talking about.
Yeah, that's probably it. Let's see. Numerous startup automakers among the rival are Riven, whatever, and Tesla have promised fully electric pickup trucks in the near future. And now the leading pickup producer in the United States says it's getting into the game. Ford President Jim Farley told investors on January 16th that a battery electric version of the Ford F50 is in the cards. And a Ford spokesman has confirmed to, this is Car and Driver as the source, that this is the case. Depending on when it arrives, the electric F 150 could be the first pickup of its kind to go on sale in America.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Electric cars, okay, but a pickup truck, man, that's going to use a little bit more power, and I don't know. You're going to have a bigger battery. They're going to have to put a bigger battery in it. They're holding more.
Well,
It's definitely going to use more power.
what they could do, I mean, generally the batteries are in the middle of the vehicle.
Yeah, but I don't want to park my stuff in the garage and then have to plug it in. And then like if you're out, then like it dies. Then what? You can't just pull up to someone's house and just plug it in.
Well,
You
I
have to have a
think
special cord.
if I remember right, though, some of them they have like a little. You have to get out, and there's a little switch. You switch the switch, and it's like a reserve battery, so that it'll get you like 25 or 30 miles, something like that.
I know some of them's like half and half. Some of them half electric, half gas, but still.
Yeah, hybrids.
I mean, like, what if you just straight electric? I don't know how I feel about that. I, I don't know. I wouldn't personally buy it. Electric, all electric vehicle.
See, now I'm the opposite of you. I would absolutely have no problem buying an electric vehicle. I don't care about having to plug it in. I don't go that far. I don't go to too many places. To me, it's like, I'm lucky if I go, 5 miles, or 10 miles, both ways. So to me, an electric car does make sense. It does make more sense. Like today, I didn't go anywhere. Cars
I mean, it's
just
definitely eco friendly. I mean, I'm down with that.
and yeah, I mean, but as far as and I get what you're saying, even about having it run on a battery or just strictly a battery, something like that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You don't want to be out in BFE with in this electric vehicle and be out of juice. But to the same token, the same thing can happen with gas.
Yeah, yeah. But if you run out of gas, man, you can just pull up to a gas station. You can't, just plug your car in anywhere you want. It has a special cord.
Well, actually, some of them do. They do have you can plug in a 110, but still, like you say, you still have to plug in somewhere.
Yeah. See me, I'd rather just fill it up and be on my way instead of waiting for it to charge up and like, okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, 50%. All right, cool. We get somewhere.
5%. We're not going to get very much further.
Yeah, screw that.
1%.
I can imagine how I wait for my cell phone to charge up. I can only imagine how bad it'd be waiting for your car to charge up.
And then you like plug your phone in and you're
Hey,
just
boss,
sucking.
I'm late to work. My car's charging. I'll,
I was charging my cell phone on the way to work. It killed the battery in the car.
I'll be on my way once it charges up.
Well, you can always do that. That would be a good excuse, and that would be legitimate. But on to the next one. IBM HR made me lie to the U.S. government, says a fired vice president in age discrimination legal row. I was ordered to cover up layoffs of older workers by IBM. Now, IBM to me isn't really, who is this from? The Register. And it is a UK. I didn't find, a source in the US. So this one's like a grain of salt type of article. But to the same token, it's like there's law. Why do it goes back to like the mother of all breaches. Why why can't companies or just not do this stuff? I mean, it is illegal.
Because they can.
I, why? I could go make some toast, but I'd rather sit here and do this. But
Just because they rather do it. Just because they can.
well, I really hope they get some sort of penalty. If it is true that that's what they're doing, that's what they've done, and that's what they're doing, I hope they get because there is a class action lawsuit, and I hope if this is what's true and what's going on, I hope they have to pay out the wazoo,
Yeah.
and I and that hopefully dissuade them from doing stuff like that in the future. I mean, people need to work. I mean, if you have a job, if you're working for that employer or that company, been there for years, well, we're going to let you go because you're blah 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 age, and the only reason we're letting you go is because you're blah 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 age.
Yeah,
Well, that's not right.
GM. I think GM started doing that not too long ago. They started offering people retire early retirement because of their age, and some companies force people out because of their age. They're like, hey man, you can either take this package or you can get nothing.
And like I said, and that's why that stuff's illegal, and the law just needs to be enforced. And I hope they, as I said, I hope they have to pay out the wazoo for it.
I mean, it's not right, because you do have these guys and girls who wants to work, or men and women who wants to work, and then they get forced out pretty much just because they're a little older. It's not right, but that's what they're going to do because they can.
Well, that also goes into our next subject. This is from Gizmo.com. Employee falls for fake job interview over Skype, gives North Korean hackers access to Chile's ATM network. Now, you're at work.
I'm pretty sure it's not his fault.
Oh no, but it is.
I
Well,
mean, it's not because he probably just thought it was just an honest interview. Like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and nail this. Yeah, yeah, we do this, we do that. Yeah, here's this, here's that. Yeah,
well. Here's the way that this supposedly went down. Was and it's not on this article, but I did read up on this, and what it was is he did a Skype call. Like that's how we do this show. Is I Skype call you, you Skype call me, and then OBS puts everything together and streams it.
yeah.
Well, what he was doing was he was doing an interview over Skype. Well, they told him to go to this website, download and run this program. He did, and it was made to look uh, like an application type thing. Entering name and address and this, that, and the other thing
Yeah.
information. They made it look official, but what it was doing was getting in and hacking the network he was on.
Like I said, it's not his fault, man. He thought it was an honest interview, and he thought, he was going to, nail this, get this job, and then boom, there, there you go.
Yeah, but he was doing it while he was at work.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh. It's
I,
not funny. I feel sorry for the guy because he just thought he was, just trying to, better himself, getting a little bit more income.
I don't disagree with you there, but what I'm
But
saying is
I'm
is
not trying to laugh, but it's kind of funny how they got him.
it really is. Whoa, what was that? Oh, okay. Okay, 3 out of the 4, everything was working fine, but alrighty. Well, hopefully, okay, we have a green screen on Twitch.
Uh, good old Twitch again.
Okay, that makes no sense, but onward and upward. Let's go. We have some, and this is from ZDNet. It's some Android GPS apps are just showing ads on top of Google Maps. And what this is you have Google Maps. It's on your phone, right?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you just use Google Maps? Why would you go out and get another app?
I mean, maybe some people don't like Google Maps. Maybe it don't work the way they want it to.
Well, that's the thing is they're going out getting this other program and using it. And all this program is doing is displaying the same thing that Google Maps does, but it's just putting ads on top of it.
Well, yeah, maybe to them, maybe it's simpler. I don't know. I use Google Maps. I mean, I tried years ago to use another GPS program, and that was giving me that issue. And I was like, "No, what? No, I'm done." But that was years ago when Google Maps was still like fresh and not fully up to date like it is now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't use anything else but Google Maps now. But
yeah, and but it was just it just struck me as funny is you already have Google Maps on your phone, but if you notice that the interface really isn't any different, and you're having to view ads, you're just using Google Maps.
yeah,
And it's just
yeah,
ads on top of it. So
yeah.
somebody's making
Why would
money.
you want it?
It's kind of like it's one of those things like whatever.
Yeah, why would you want ads though, man? Like that's like Netflix, trying to add commercials on their stuff. But we'll get into that another time.
Right. Uh Onward and upward. Next one. Coinstar Machines. Well,
Oh
start.
yeah, yeah, I used them a couple times.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Instead of getting money back, you can get Bitcoin.
Bitcoin,
Yeah, Coinstar Machines will start selling Bitcoin at the grocery store.
Bitcoin currency.
Yeah.
What in the hell am I gonna do with that?
I don't know. Well, I guess.
I mean, the only thing I know about it, it's a currency and it's like pretty popular with some things, but I have no clue or how to use it or where to go for it or any damn thing about it.
The dark web.
Money is money.
You have to pretty much go to the dark web.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like I'd rather just give me cash. Forget the Bitcoin. I don't want that. Give me what I came here for.
Well, it's more secure.
So they say. Everything's
You,
supposed to be more secure. Yeah, bullshit.
well, because you wherever you it's encrypted so that they don't know where you spent the money.
But still, everything's not secured as they think it is.
Well, here's my thing on that. Certainly, if you're spending that money, you want some sort of record back saying this is what you bought and this is
Yeah,
who you bought it from, right?
yeah, I do. I don't know, just in case you come in some kind of issue or something.
Right. And if anything, you need it for like a warranty or whatever, assuming you're buying, because there are a few, very few, legitimate businesses that do take Bitcoin.
Is it?
Yeah. There's, like I said, they're very few, but there are, and they're not like nationalized. It's like mom and pop stuff, shops.
I wish I'd have thought of that.
Well,
Bitcoin. Would have been million billionaires right now.
well, not really, because their stock is tanking horribly. But the thing is
Run.
uh, considering you're doing and they want this to go mainstream, not be something just for the deep web. It's so that governments can't track where you're spending this money. Well, you're going to get a receipt or some sort of paper record or an email or something back saying, hey, you spent X amount of Bitcoin and you bought a tablet.
You can't escape the government.
So there's a record right there.
Go to Japan if you want to escape the government, or go to another country.
You know,
You can escape the government that way. You don't have to do it that way because you're going to need that receipt or for something. Might want to take the thing back. It might not work when you get wherever you're purchasing, and you need to take it back. You're just gonna sit there and be like, "Well, I wasted $100. It don't work, but okay, it's all right. I got 100 more to spend."
oh yeah, only if you have 100 more Bitcoin to spend.
Yeah, I'm not made out of money. You're not made out of money. I mean, $100 is pretty steep, no matter how you slice it.
Well, you're
It's
right.
not. It's not like it's like no $2 or $5. You can just just whatever. It's 100 bones, so $100.
So you're going to make sure that it's on that you got some sort of receipt that says, "Hey, I bought this from this person on blah blah blah. It has whatever warranty, and you want to be safe with it."
Yeah, $100 is some kind of payment.
you know. And regardless if it's, Bitcoin or whatever it is, you want to make sure that. So right there is a paper trail. Right there, you know, the government can find out what was spent where. Just
Yeah, they always
saying.
find out everything.
Yeah. Well, once you're done, changing your real money for fake money, there's no saying. Well, you're not sure. Certainly not going to get any protection from the FCC because Jeet Pi gives carriers a free pass on privacy violations during the FCC shutdown. So you remember, like the last episode, we were talking about how AT&T and Sprint came out and said, "Oh, we're not going to sell. We're going to stop selling your data, your
Yeah,
your
yeah, I remember.
location data." Yeah. Well, who's going to force what they're saying? Not the FCC, because they're shut down.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Good old shutdown.
so,
I gotta take a drink for the shutdown.
and and it's just like the other. How we have these. What is it? The DNA, the ancestry stuff.
Yeah, ancestry.com. Yeah, all that stuff.
You have the what are they? The ancestry's one, and then there's a couple others, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of to me, it's kind of like, okay, I know I'm pretty much Italian, and even if I wasn't, okay, whatever, I'm fine. Mine is Coke, yours is wine, but it's pretty much I'm fine with it, whatever, because well, first of all, you take those tests, you're in the system now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because these places have your DNA sample. You know, the government can go after them, and they have to release it, whatever. But who's to say that these guys are even good at what they're doing? And this is a CBC article, and it is twins get mystified results when they put 5 DNA ancestry tests to the kits to the test. So what these twins did is they took their DNA samples. They sent one to 23andMe. Yeah, that's one of them. And the results are close, but uh, like broadly European. I know you can't see this, but everybody else can. It says broadly European. The one, Chris, Charlesy, Charlesy, and Carly. Carly is 13% broadly European. Carlsy is maybe 4%, 3%. They're identical twins. Okay.
um, yeah, but it's still really. Hold on. It's it is sort of close until you get to like the end part, sort of.
Well, I even throughout the whole thing there are differences, and the main parts of them. Well, here's the thing: is it originally said both girls, and this is 23andMe. It said both girls are primarily Italian, 37 to 38% Italian. Okay,
Yeah.
and that was 23andMe. Now you scroll it down to Ancestry DNA, and Ancestry DNA more broadly says they're Eastern European and Russian. They're 38, 39% Eastern European and Russian, 29 and 20%, 27% Italian.
Oh, there's that. That's a little bit closer though. I
Yeah, I mean, that is a little closer, but
Yeah, yeah, I see that. I like that better. Yeah, it's a little bit closer instead of being all over the charts like the other one.
well, here's the thing. Then you get to my heritage DNA. My heritage says that they're both 61% Balkan.
It's all over the place.
Oh, and that's just hilarious. I mean, shit, you can't even trust them to give you a somewhat accurate result.
So who is telling the truth?
I think the girls said that they think that they're Italian. You know what?
I mean, they shouldn't have to think. That's what you pay these companies for.
Right, that's what you're paying them to find out is what you're primarily made of.
I mean, this that stuff ain't cheap, man.
Oh, like was it $50 to $150?
Yeah, it's expensive, and then they're all giving you different results. That's bizarre. I will want my money back from somebody.
Well, and they're identical twins. I mean, come on, how? And every test was uh, percentage wise different.
Yeah, that's it. If it's really what they are, it shouldn't be that way.
Kind of like one of those whatever things. Then the last article we have tonight, and this is very Orwellian.
Hold on, before you go to that one, that's like me taking the DNA test, and then I take one, and it says, okay, I'm 90% black, and then I take another one, then it says, oh, I'm 90% white.
You're not white?
Nope,
Oh, man.
only in the inside.
Yeah. We all red on the inside.
That's kind of messed up, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
or I take another test, and then they'd be like, oh, okay, here we go, you're 90% Mexican.
it'd be funny if they found out you were Indian.
I'm like, okay, Mexican. All right. I'm part Native American. I'm only like I'm not a big percentage.
No, that would be funny if you were primarily Native American.
Uh, then someone's gonna owe me some money. I'm gonna hit the government up like, hey,
Yeah,
you,
I
you
love
owe me
that.
some money.
I love that just to see you in the garb
Owe me some money.
with the headdress.
Yeah, I'm gonna open a casino right now.
No, you need to open up a cigarette company.
Or that I'll do both. We already got a casino in Lost Town. I'll open one up right now.
There you go. All right, and moving on. Elon. Now this is the Orwellian thing too, and it does go in hand in a way with the DNA thing, because like I said, once you give your DNA to a company, nothing's to stop the government from coming in and saying, well, we need some of the results from that. But this does come from the opinions section of the Guardian. So again, this is one of those things you kind of should take it with a little grain of salt. Elon Musk wants to put chips in our brains.
And more and more chip stuff, man. I'm getting sick of it. They already got chips in our thumbs. What more do they want?
No, well, they got your blood. Now they
Yeah,
want
they
to.
got some companies. They have chips in your thumb where you use to clock in or purchase stuff at the vending machines and shit like that at work. Some companies do that now. They
Well,
chip your thumb. So what more do they want?
well, that's supposedly voluntary though, Jonathan.
I mean, but still, like, what more do you want? Why do I need a chip? What's wrong with just taking my fingerprint, just scanning my fingerprint? Why do you need a chip in my thumb?
Or a
They're
swipe
planning on
card.
doing that. They're planning on doing that for your banking, for the new banking system. Instead of having debit cards, they wanted to put a chip in your thumb, and then you just scan your thumb, and that's how you purchase stuff.
And I mean, you have your phone that you could do that with, that they could do that with, and that would be secure. Or what the hell's so wrong with just doing the card?
I mean, for one, they came out with the credit cards to be more secure. Boom, they get hacked and everything else. Then they come out with the chips on the cars that's supposed to be more secure. Then boom, that get hacked. Now, oh, we're going to come out with chips in your thumb. Then what's going to happen? Boom, that's going to get hacked. Even when you use your phone, that can get hacked. So it's no way out of it. So I don't understand why making all this technology to be so-called secured, and it's really not, because someone's going to find a way in.
Oh, well, they could find their way in. All they have to do is cut you back. I mean, they put it in there. They just slice you, give you a little slice, pull the chip right back out of you.
So what is this chip for your brain supposed to do?
I had to scroll it down because there is an old nudie picture that was at the top, and it's not what you're thinking. It's classic Adam and Eve art.
George,
you know,
you got it going over there, George. Mm-hmm.
Well, here you could see like the feet. It's an old time Adam and Eve thing that they're showing to go with the story. It says, let me see here. On the same day the story broke, the entrepreneur Elon Musk announced that one of his companies, Neuralink, was planning to save the human race from building a hard drive to be implanted in the brain. Okay, you're not getting a hard drive in the brain, but we'll put a chip in there. The goal, Musk explained, was to wire a chip into your skull, giving you the digital intelligence that is poised to surge far ahead of mere biological intelligence. Without the chip, that is, without fully incorporating artificial intelligence into ourselves, our species, Musk argued, is doomed. Sounds to me like he wants to turn us into robots. Doesn't it?
So, put a chip in our brain supposed to make us smarter. Is pretty much what I'm getting from it. To give you a little bit more artificial intelligence. I could have swore, that's what Ask Google and Siri and all that shit's for.
Well, this way it's in your head, and there was
it's at my fingertips. Why even go through the process of getting it in your head when it's at your fingertips?
Oh, because we need to be lazy, completely lazy as a society, and having to tap keys on a keyboard or move a mouse or touch the glass on a phone.
Okay, well, let's say it does make you a little smarter. Okay, then what?
Well,
we all be millionaires now.
Oh, well, of course not. But they're gonna. But to me, I mean, this definitely is. Oh, we're just gonna put. So you could, and I'm assuming what it is too is you'd have to be able to tap into the internet. So certainly somebody somewhere will come up with a way, and
do that on my phone.
You know it as well as I do. They'll find a way to take control of you and or your body.
I'm taking a drink to that one. For now on, every time we get a stupid article, I'm just gonna take a drink.
In that case, you'd be drunk before we started streaming.
Exactly.
Are we live?
That's just stupid, man. Like, I swear what the phones are for. It's what the internet's for. There are people that are super smart and they're flat broke.
Yeah. Elon Musk says, "My faith in humanity has been shaking. Has been a little shaken this year."
Okay, my faith in humanity for like the last few years has been like out there, but can I do anything about it? No.
Well, you can whine, complain, moan, and grunt about it.
I mean, but am I going to be like, you know what? I'm going to make a chip and make humanity. How is that going to make humanity any better? It might even make us even worse because everyone's going to be more smart asses.
And like you say, it's the hackers.
I swear they know everything.
And it's the hackers that are ones going to, be the ones to break in.
I hate Mr. Know-it-alls. There's someone who wants to come up and swear they know every single thing. And I hate that. And that would be so annoying if someone had a chip in their brain and we're having a conversation and I say like the wrong thing. They'd be like, well, theoretically, and then they go into their brain and wherever else, and then they give me the correct saying or whatever I'm saying. Like, dude, I don't care. I'm saying it how I want to say it. I don't care what the definition or whatever it is for it. Like, go be a robot somewhere else.
They'll Google it in their head.
Yeah, forget that. If I want to do that, I do it on my phone.
Seems like that would work out very well for me and, pretty much the rest of the population.
And what will happen if you get like a electricity jolt and it fries it? Then what? You become dumb again?
Oh, yeah, we need to implant a new one.
Yeah, plant a new one. Now, I can only imagine how much it's going to cost. Just to be like, yeah, let's plant a new one. I got the funds.
Do you want the 2.0 upgrade?
Yeah, what about that? Like, what are you going to do if you need an upgrade? Do you just like what do you do? Just plug your head in, like the Matrix. That's pretty much what it reminds me of, like the Matrix. They stick that thing in your brain and you can go wherever you want.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just like do we really need to go here?
No, I said we didn't need to go there when they came up with the card chip thumb crap for your banking information. I was like, come on, man, this is getting ridiculous.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, with the banking thing, if they, it was they would use a syringe and put the chip into the webbing between your thumb and your forefinger. Well, guess what? You use the syringe to get that in, just cut it, pull it out. Guess what? I have access to everything. Are they going to do that with your head? They might.
Or like they got like guys going around with like little scanner things on their phone, and they just scan your wallet and get all your credit card information. Like, come on now, like, yeah, just they can scan my credit card. So what? Having a chip in your finger or your brain or anything, they can't stand next to me and scan and get all the information I have.
Well,
what is going to stop that?
I'm not sure that anybody wants to be that in your head.
Shut up.
Or mine. I mean, I'm not an innocent one here.
I'm just saying, what is going to stop them from getting the information? If they really want it, they're going to get it.
And who's to say? I mean, what it was, too, is the way it was described was like you'd have Wi-Fi built into your head. So you could, in theory, kind of Google something in your head, and it displays, like, on your eye, the nerves for your eyes. So you, like, see it as an overlay over your...
Don't they have glasses that do that now? Like Google glasses or something like that? They came out not too long ago.
Yeah, that's...
that you really don't hear about anymore?
Yeah, and then Microsoft is coming out with one, and nobody's really developing or doing anything with that anymore. Why? Because it wasn't popular.
I'm all for technology. I love technology, but it's a certain point where it's ridiculous.
Gabby, shush up. She's barking because mommy and daddy are home.
That's fine. I mean, when you're at a certain point and you just sitting there bored, like, you know what? I think this is a great idea. When does it become too much?
I think it came too much before I read that article. I mean, if you think about it, if we want like the Star Trek universe, you know what I mean? Where the goal in life, there is no such thing as money. The goal in life is to improve yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can do that just by reading or researching and whatever. You can get smart on your own.
And that was the point and the goal of Star Trek. And yeah, it's just a TV series, but it's an ideal too.
I mean, yeah, it takes time for you to learn like certain things, but you'll get there.
And you know what? And with this stuff like this, we're going to turn you into the Borg.
Yeah, because like, wouldn't it feel better to say you actually done this, without help, and you done this on your own instead of, oh yeah, man, I just had this chip in my brain that helped me, do it, get it done. Now, when you feel more accomplished, you doing it on your own.
But it's harder.
So what is harder? It's work. That's you work for it, and it pays off in the long run. It feels good when something pays off. It's like when you're playing a hard video game, like Dark Souls or something like that, and then you finally beat a boss or a level, or like back in the day, like we playing Mario, then like we kept dying and stuff like that, and you finally beat the board. Like it's a so much excitement. Like you did it.
Well, yeah. Well, now while you're playing that game, you could be on Google looking up a website to give you a cheat or a walkthrough.
Yeah, who wants to do that though, man? I mean, I'm not saying there are people who don't do that, but why? That defeats the whole entire experience. That defeats the purpose.
Well, because some people like to cheat and not have to work and do work for it.
I mean, now if I get stuck in like a game or something like that, then yeah, I'll look it up on YouTube or online or something like that, so I can get past that next part. But I won't sit there and look like, okay, what's coming up next? Let me see what's next. Let me see what's next. I'm just gonna keep watching and see every single thing I'm gonna be able to do while I'm watching this. No, I'm just gonna do what I got to do and I'm done. I'm not gonna defeat the purpose because I want to experience on my own.
Well, no, you don't have to. You could just call up a YouTube video in your own head and have it play on your eyeballs.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's just stupid.
Or
I'm putting up my brain.
you know, we could use this to our advantage.
Pretty soon it'll make us all cyborgs. That's
Well,
gonna be next.
we can get fake chips implanted in us, and we'll make everybody watch us on YouTube. Or
Yeah, watch. I guarantee you, they're gonna turn everyone to cyborgs. Everyone's gonna live forever.
hey, Jonathan and George need to do their show 7 days a week. I can't live without their show.
You're gonna be cyborgs. Gonna have half arm, half leg, and half a head with a metal skull halfway. Then we're just gonna like live forever. We're gonna have artificial organs and everything else. We're gonna have to sit there and be like RoboCop and eat baby food and drink white liquid.
Hey, well, you know what? I mean, if somebody goes fights in a war, loses an arm or whatever, is born without an arm, I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's different. That's totally fine. I have no problem with you getting a arm, leg, whatever.
But
But if you want to go full cyborg, just because you want to live forever, then you gotta drink this white piss for the rest of your cyborg life. Like then, like what are you gonna do? Like you ain't never gotta worry about anything. You ain't never gotta worry about getting sick or anything. Like what are you possibly gonna do? Like you gotta probably charge yourself every night, and just you can't just walk around almost like the car. You can't just go out about and be all straight. You got to charge yourself eventually.
yeah, but as long as you got a full charge, you could always just plug yourself in if you don't have enough charge on the car.
Yeah, but like you will have to sit there and like plug yourself in and just like literally just sit there and do nothing.
Well, unless it's a fast charge.
Like RoboCop, he had to eat like baby food and he had to get charged and everything else. And I don't want to be eating baby food. I want to be eating some steak or some ribs or some lobster, some shrimp, something like that. I want to actually taste something.
Well, you could just use the chip in your head.
Yeah, to imagine something. Yeah,
Yeah.
forget that.
Well, it'll cause your taste buds to think that you're actually eating something. I
No,
mean,
no,
come
no, that's okay.
on.
That is okay. What's next? Get an artificial penis where you don't feel anything. You just going just to do it.
Well, your wife might finally be happy. No, I'm not going to say that.
Can you imagine just sitting there just going just for nothing? You don't feel anything or anything. You just going and just for you might get a nice like leg and butt workout. I mean you might be pretty fit afterwards, but
You may not even have to do anything. It's just all literally coming through the chip into your brain.
Yeah, everything is controlled by that. Yeah, your brain does control like orgasms and everything else. So yeah, you're totally right.
So you just go online to one of your favorite porn
Or you just hit a
sites.
button and be like, boom, done, orgasm,
Yep.
done. That will suck. That defeats the purpose and experience of it.
Yeah, that was boom suck.
I mean, I'm not making fun of it because there are people out there with that disability or disorder that they do just have random orgasms. It is a real thing.
Yeah,
I'm
but they
not
have a
I'm not making
pill.
fun. I'm not making fun of these guys or any or women or anything. Just saying, like that just sucks, and I feel bad for them
Well,
because you could just be walking or just take a girl out, walking on the beach next to you know, like, like, hold on, what happened? Don't worry about it. Don't worry, nothing.
yeah, but there's a
Like
pill for that.
defeats the purpose. What if you skip your pill?
Oh, well, then take it to have one with you. I mean, where does it come to the point where you have to be responsible for your own way too.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, I give kudos to those people because I personally wouldn't be able to deal with it. Just to be, doing ordinary things, and that just happens. Because you can be grocery shopping, the next, boom, like in the middle of the aisle. Like, I'm sorry, man, I can't picture it. I can't imagine it. I feel sorry for these people that actually have that problem.
Well, here's the thing too is as well as I do, and I will say this till my dying day. The government, we have the Constitution. The government can only do so much. But what's to stop a corporation? And as we've already said, there's already companies that you could voluntarily get a chip implanted that'll let you in and out of the front door. Well, no, no,
Um,
we don't
you
do
can do that with
that.
your phone. You can just push a button on your phone and unlock your door. Simple. Real simple. You ain't gotta get nothing planted in your head. You ain't gotta deal with no headaches or any of that crap. You can just pick up your phone, push a button, done. The same thing we're doing with the phones they want to do to our brain. It's stupid. I
Well,
totally disagree with it.
and they'll put it under the guise of, well, it's more convenient.
And convenient, yeah. A lot of things are more convenient nowadays.
Well,
Everything's supposed to be more convenient. Just like dumbass chip in your car is supposed to be more convenient. And it's not. When it first came out, it took forever. I mean, you remember when we first got the machines at Sears, and then and like, how long did it take for a transaction to go through? It took forever.
yeah.
Like instead of just swiping and they're done. But no, we had to put the chip in. Then you literally had to wait. When we first got it, it was like what, 2, 3 minutes maybe.
Well, it wasn't that long, but it was
It
a
felt
good.
like
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a good
it was to the
40
point where you have to.
seconds.
It was to the point where you have to have a conversation with this person to kill the time, or it will be awkward.
And I mean, well, it's not like you weren't already talking to him, but maybe you really wanted to get the hell out of the store.
I mean, well, like I feel bad for people who don't really like talking to people when they had to deal with sales. Then they get the new machine and they pop that in. Next thing you know, you gotta wait for like 40 seconds, and they're just staring at each other, like, like, what do you do?
Well, and here's something that I've said. I don't think I've said it on our show, but I don't even think I've said it to you. I might have. My opinion is part of the reason why online is has become so popular is you don't have to pay, you don't have to play 20 questions. And what I mean by that is, I want to buy this, okay? So I go over to the shelf, I pick it up, I bring it over to the register. I want to pay for it, and I want to be the hell out of here.
That's it. That's all you want.
Well, do you have our membership card? Would you like to
Uh,
sign up? What's your phone number? Do you
nope,
have an
nope.
email address? Do you want to donate to? And I don't object to donating, but
Let's not go into that. We can go into that on
do you
our
have our credit
next week or
card?
so.
Do you and it's I don't blame people for shopping online because you don't have Amazon has a nice little thing, one
Yeah,
click buy.
Yeah, and everyone has the membership card.
You know,
Everyone has the card. Or you
one
want to sign up for a rewards card? Nah, I'm all right. You sure? You get these points.
and another thing is you can buy anything you want. Like this was, and I got this on eBay. What was in here? It's a voltage regulator, and they sent me. I wish I could find them. I mean, I installed one. I know I had the other one. They sent me two. I don't know why they sent me two, but
Whatever.
yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you know how nice it is just to be on Amazon and like look for PC parts, and you don't have to worry about being harassed or hassled. You can just sit there and take your time and read what you're looking for and pick out the part you want. Now, if I'd have went at Best Buy, sold like every single PC part I wanted, or if they sold all PC parts in general, and I go to Best Buy, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I want this. Now, oh, okay, do you want this with it? You want the extra protection? You want the warranty with it? You want to sign up for this and that, or customer service? We can have someone come there and actually build it for you, and all this others. No, 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 too much, too much. No,
And that's why people like to buy stuff online
like no, man. I
because
just
you
want
don't.
the part. I don't want someone to come to my house and build it. I don't want the extra warranties. I don't want none of that. I just want this and that's it. You know, I don't send no one to my house. I don't want Geek Squad, any of that. But they gotta ask you, and you're gonna get harassed for it, and then you probably get axed. Some places stop at one. Some places stop at one. Other places will try you at least two more times.
So here it is. This is what I bought. I ordered it. It took me about a minute. I had to wait 3 days, but it took me about a minute to find it and buy it.
Like when I finally order my PC parts, it's literally probably gonna take me like 5 minutes to order everything I want.
I don't even think it'll take you that long.
Because I have everything in my wish list, and I just put it in cart, boom, 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 done.
Yeah, it'll probably take you about 2 minutes, maybe. Well, and I don't object. Like if you want to, well, first of all, if I'm going somewhere and I'm buying the individual parts, that should tell you a couple things. One, this guy is going to do it himself. All right.
Yeah, but they're gonna act like you don't know what you're doing.
Well, and if you're standing there with a Intel chip and a AMD motherboard, I get it. But
You're dumb enough for standing there with them two in the same in the spot anyway.
and you should know the difference, going in. And it's just like this thing. This thing, I had a hell of a time finding it, and I got, and they sent me two, which was amazing. Two of them for $10. Uh, on Amazon, one of the resellers wanted over $100 for this,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and the seller was really nice.
But the same as that guy, they want to try to charge more.
Oh my god! And it wasn't new. It was the same exact thing. And a part like that's like about 10 years old.
Wow. The only thing I gotta figure out is what graphic card I'm going with. But other than once I get done that, I'll have everything I need.
Now you just need the money to pay for it. Just as life.
Oh yeah, it's coming soon.
Coming to a store near you.
Yeah, me building our well, me and George building the computer rig together.
Well, it's past our bedtime here. So we'd like to thank everyone for catching our show tonight.
If you
And,
called it tonight.
huh?
If you called it tonight.
It is.
If not, screw you. I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
Absolutely. And we'll, we will see you guys next time. And I could say that there is no better show on this channel at this time than this show.
Nope. Nope. What else are you been doing at this time?
And thank you guys for watching Anything Goes with George and
Jonathan, yay. You guys have a good one and follow me on J.Ep.8, Twitter, J.Ep.8. I think it's on there too. But look me up. You should be able to find me, no issue. Or just go to my page and you'll be able to follow everything there. I do reactions, reviews, games, everything. No limits.
and we
Almost
will,
like this. Anything goes.
and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Stop streaming.